What is up, collective? It's your girl Ash, aka Goddess Goals, and I'm here to give a message. Alright, something for y'all most highest good. Okay, certain things may resonate and then it may not. Okay, this might be a word, it might not be a word, but the word right now is don't be ashamed of starting small. And when I say don't be ashamed of starting small, I mean don't be ashamed of starting your transformation all over again. For some of us, we may have been stuck at a point in our life where we felt like we couldn't move forward. We felt like we couldn't continue forward, right? And we may have knew that certain things was stopping us from moving forward, even if it was ourselves, right? And some of us have felt like, oh man, I just don't got enough to start. Have you ever felt like that? Like, you're just like, man, I don't got enough to start, or am I even enough to start? You know? It's like when you want to start a business, but you're like, oh, I don't got this one thing in order to start this business. Or you want to do this one thing, right? But you're like, oh man, I just don't got this one thing to do this one thing. Have y'all ever had like just one thing holding y'all back from yourselves? And maybe it was a small thing. Maybe it's a small thing, matter of fact, to other people, but it's a big thing to you. And maybe at one point in time, y'all had mastered this thing, right? Say for instance, you was a basketball player, right? And you was like one of the best of the best of the best, right? You were the GOAT, right? The GOAT. And you know, you got injured, you got hurt in front of everybody. And some people laughed at you. Some people cried with you. Some people got up and helped you. And some people thought that it was over for you, right? And I feel like maybe at one point in time, dealing with this situation, or if you was this basketball player and you like, man, I gotta take time to heal myself. I gotta take time to mother myself. I gotta take time to do this for myself. And at the end of the day, even if you did take time to do it for yourself, you're like, man, I gotta start all over for myself. Like, that's a lot. So as you being hurt and you trying to start over for yourself, or maybe you trying to, you know, get back to your best self, your GOAT behavior, or get back to being the best basketball player you can be, or just trying to get back on your feet in general, you know, depending on how severe it was, right? But let's say this injury was so severe that you couldn't even walk. This injury messed you up mentally, physically, emotionally, all these. And you just thought like, man, I can't do it no more. It's not in me no more. Maybe you even started doubting yourself like, man, maybe it was never in me anymore. Maybe I never had it in me anymore. Maybe I can't work harder for it anymore. Maybe I'll never have it again anymore. Maybe I'll never have what I once had anymore. Maybe I'll never have that confidence that I had anymore. Maybe I'll never have that money that I had anymore. Maybe I'll never have that car that I had anymore. It's kind of like you was going through a dark night of the soul by yourself, right? You was just in darkness and doubt because you thought that you would never be yourself anymore. Your old self. And maybe you knew exactly what you needed. Maybe you knew that instead of talking down upon yourself, you had to talk up upon yourself. You had to uplift yourself. You had to look at videos of who you once were and look at clips of what you once did. You had to reread comments that you once had, and also reread comments that you have right now of people that's out there still having faith in you, still rooting you on, still believing in you, still trusting in you, still saying you got this, still saying that you can show up. You can be the best version of yourself again. Maybe at one point in time you was that mentor. Maybe at one point in time, you was right. That guy, that girl, right? That basketball player that motivated everybody, that made everybody show up, that lifted up another player when they was down. The player that was always showing up before anybody, before everybody. Woke up early, stayed up late, dedicated to their craft, dedicated to what they really truly wanted to do. And just that one injury, that one thing just made you crumble, made you fall down, made you think like, man, I had everything and now I have nothing. Made you feel like, man, at one point in time I was everything and now I'm nothing. And I'm here to say that's okay to even at one point in time think like that. That's okay to at one point in time feel like that. That's okay, because we all need to experience that at one point in time in our life. Because if we don't, we'll be very insensitive to the next person. And if we don't, how can we be there for the next person? How can we understand the next person, the next man, the next woman that's next to us? How can we understand them if we ain't never been down like them? If we ain't never been down to pick somebody up? If we ain't never been down where we felt like, man, we were nothing, or we had nothing. So let's say you this basketball player, right? And your injury got you down and out, right? But you still looking at these comments, you still looking at, your old clips, you still looking, and you like, look, I still got it in me. I can't let this injury be my enemy. I simply can't let this be my enemy. And maybe y'all thought y'all was alone. Y'all thought y'all had nobody. Y'all thought, right? And then you started to notice just more people starting to support you. Maybe people started to see like, man, you know what I'm saying? Our favorite basketball player is down out in the dumps. They don't look too good. They ain't shaved. It look like they going through some things. They don't look like the man that they used to be, the woman that they used to be, right? Whatever they used to be. They don't look like what they used to be. They don't look like what they used to be. Maybe they need us to encourage them. And you see, once again, you see all the comments like, oh man, the best basketball player ain't looking too good. The best basketball player ain't doing too good. The best basketball player ain't feeling too good. And yeah, you see those negative comments. But you also see the comments that's like, yo, we stand by our favorite basketball player. We stand by him. We stand by her. We know they can overcome this. We know they can get over this. We know that this is nothing. We know. We have faith in him and her that she can get back to her dream. He can get back to his dream. We can get back to our dream. And maybe by seeing somebody that's younger than you tell you like, yo, don't give up, because you are the dream. You are the dream, right? These people dream of becoming you, right? Not in a cocky way, not in an egotistical way, but in an inspirational way. Like, man, I want to become him. I want to become her. I want to be like them. And the number one thing is them seeing you rise back up. The number one thing is them seeing you get back up. The number one thing is them seeing you try again. The number one thing is them seeing you say, I'm not giving up. They see you going to the gym. They see you playing ball again. They see you healing. Right? They see you not telling yourself what you can't do, but they notice you telling yourself what you can do. They notice that you are looking at things in a different way, that you are deciding things in a different way, that maybe you even got different skills in a different way. Maybe that injury is what you needed to go harder. Maybe that injury is what you needed to go to that next level. Maybe that injury even took you to the next level. Just thinking about coming back from that injury better than what you once was. And you was already the GOAT, right? You was already the best. So people start to see you coming back and better than ever, being better than ever, because you are better than ever, right? Even if they didn't understand at one point in time, you barely had faith in yourself. Even if they see at one point in time, you like, look, God, I'm barely making it to have faith in myself. So you had a people in the back that was maybe once addicted to you doing bad. You know, those people that laughed at you and said you couldn't get back up. Those people that said that, man, it's over for you. It's a wrap for you. You can wrap it up for you, right? Maybe they boldly even disrespected you. And you come out a whole new person. You come out so much more powerful. You come out better than ever. So never be afraid to start small. Even if you were once big and you feel like, man, I just became so small. You are not small. There's still somebody out there rooting for you. There's still somebody out there believing in you. There's still somebody out there admiring you. There's still somebody out there that feels like, man, I look up to you. And with you not giving up, they will remember, like, that person didn't give up, so I can't give up when challenges like this come my way. So, that's the message I got for y'all. I'll be visiting back, baby. Peace.